Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to Lowe's PC. Welcome back to War in Pacific. And welcome back to the Play by Email game against Invictus. How are we all doing? I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day. It has just started to get a wee bit warmer over here in the UK. And it's very humid. That is the worst thing, I think, at the moment about the weather in the UK is it gets so humid. So we are, sympathizing with any of the troops dealing in the jungles and things, and humidity. Now this is pretty fun. It's nothing super major, but it's one of our submarines already kind of doing some damage to some allied shipping, arguably getting a little bit of our own back, because it's been a little while since we've actually managed to sink any allied shipping. So again, a little bit of a success, mild success, but good nonetheless. We like to succeed every now and then. Okay, so find a sub. Not really doing too much damage. There's a little bit of damage, but again, nothing major. It is going to say it's taking some hits here. Probably not enough to get the sturgeon out of the area, but hey ho. Still, getting those hits off is still at least something, So we'll see how that ends up kind of carrying on. Troll boats. Not being able to find enemy subs. Okay, fine. So we stopped our night raids last time on Singapore because they weren't really working. They weren't doing what we wanted them to do, which was try and blow up planes on the ground. We were taking too many damaged aircraft and losing some aircraft, so it kind of just was not really cost effective, so to speak. So we are moving straight into day, which is quite nice. Now, something we do need to do is try our best to get on the southern coast, or the northern coast, sorry. Ooh, this is not good. This is really not good, because that is one of our ships carrying stuff to Pamela. Ah, fucking hell. Invictus his submarines are doing really well this campaign. We've got a lot of bad weather today, which is, somewhat frustrating, but hey ho. Kind of just bombing there for the sake of bombing, which I don't know if that's particularly useful. The ones north of Ishang isn't too bad. I need to make sure these Oscars don't do this again. Great, they managed to shoot down a Blenheim. But I don't want them to end up, aggravating or scaring a load of buffaloes and us to lose a load of Oscars. We're doing okay here. I'm going to just kind of skip it forward. According to this, they lost 2 Blenheims. We didn't lose anything, so nothing too bad. Here is a problem that is kind of already present, is that Invictus is we almost can't bomb the same place for too long because Invictus is going to realise. So, yeah, we lost a few lilies there, which, again, not ideal. Again, we'll kind of have to keep an eye on that and see how things go. Elsewhere, things generally okay. Some SP3s trying to bomb Hanoi. Some Nates trying to deal with it. Doing some damage to the SP3s, but not really shooting anything down. So they do get over Hanoi. Don't really do much damage though, so that's fine. Hudson's approaching a tank regiment as well. Again, no damage, so we're fine there. And a much larger raid this time. A load of Blenheims and Hudsons trying to bomb our units near Kuala Lumpur. Doing some damage, but nothing super intense. But that's what we need to use our Oscars for, is shooting down those aircraft, rather than trying to sweep at the moment. So, air operations, in the afternoon, not probably not going to be too much more again going off. But we will keep an eye on things. Betty Bombers over Kukong. Good amount of casualties there. What else are we going to do? Valley in Kukong. Also a good amount of casualties. Okay. Okay. So, very quick, in terms of our aircraft flights today, mostly due to bad weather, and not really much on the submarines, the anti-submarine stuff. Our bombardment at Kukong. So there's 2 Chinese cores over here, which might be a bit rough to deal with. We are bombarding at Clarkfield. I don't know if this is a good idea still, but we do need to kind of keep up and put the pressure on Clarkfield. We should have reinforcements fully offloaded at Eba. They're on the way. Because again, we kind of want to get, the Philippines dealt with as quickly as possible, so we've got these units free for elsewhere. Yeah, not great, but we didn't actually lose any casualties to destroyed. Deliberate attack at Kuala Lumpur. This is the 42nd Infantry Regiment. Very good. Okay, so that's something that we wanted to do for a little while. A large amount of casualties for the Allies. And another deliberate attack at Tarakan. Still not taking it. Still not taking it. How? How have we not taken Tarakan? And here comes the Allied counter-bombardment, I suppose, at Clarkfield. I mean, it's the Philippine infantry divisions that are causing us the big issue. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Now, I think they're only roughly the same size as a regiment. Ooh, that's a lot worse. Again, nothing really destroyed, just 1 gun. So, given the supplies in Manila, they should be able to kind of, react and deal with that pretty quickly. So I'm not overly worried. Not overly. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm not worried. Just not overly worried. So end of day, disbanding human flame, blah 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 blah. All of the usual stuff. Manila's complaining about low garrison. That's fine. Okay, so we need to have a look at a couple of things. So Kukong. I think we can try a deliberate attack here, just to kind of see if we can break through. We've also got units at Kangshe. I think, again, a bombardment attack to know what we've got there and what we're dealing with. Elsewhere, how are we doing over here? The Hokkaisan Maru is trying to return back to Saigon. It would be closer to get it. It's not much closer, actually. Just worried about its flotation damage, that's all. Let me transfer some destroyers into that group, just to give them that little bit extra support. I mean, how many infantry are we going to be missing out of there? 119, but a bit of support as well. Okay, not terrible, I suppose. Not ideal, but definitely not terrible. Okay, so units moving towards Temaloa, as well as the capture of Kuala Lumpur. Now, what that means we can do, which is very significant, is we've got a load of stuff here that we're going to put in strat move. Can we reform the 5th Division? No. One of them is there. Okay, so one of them moving towards Temaloa, and then the rest is going to thingy. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all of these into strat move. Oh my god, if I do it quicker. Because the reason why is there's how many thousands of infantry. There's 30,000 infantry here. 15,000 actual combat infantry. The rest are following. So if we move them by rail to Kuala Lumpur, it's going to be a lot quicker than, you know, setting them to march to Kuala Lumpur. So that's what they're going to do. Meanwhile, these guys are going to rest for a couple of days. They've got a bit of disruption and fatigue, so let's give them a chance to just kind of sit back for a few days and rest up. And again, the rest of our stuff, you know, we've got a load more infantry there, ready to go. I think we've got some stuff up here, no? We've got a bit of the tank regiment there. The 143rd Regiment is pushing up, as well as the 112th rather. How are we doing over here? In regards to this airbase, it is expanding. Okay, that's good. There was one over here, Yankee. It upgraded to level 5. I don't need that to upgrade anymore. Okay, so that's one place we need to look at. Now, another place we need to kind of sort and deal with is where is the 2nd Division? Stuff at Kuching and stuff at Sambas. Okay. So, they should be moving back. They're taking a long time. Let's move them into move mode. They might move a little bit quicker. Everything here that is part of the 2nd Division needs to set their objective for... Let's set it for Batavia, but we'll land at Merrick. Those can go into combat mode. And they can go into strat mode. And then we've got some support there now, which will be useful. So, we do have some Recon aircraft over there. I don't think they can recon Batavia, rather annoyingly, so we're kind of going to go into that blind. The Lilies, stand down for a couple of days. I don't want to risk you. Let us move... a load of nates here. So let us select target. Let's move these up to Kuching. Target range too far. Even with drop tanks. Fucking hell. Miri? Oh, that's too far too. Okay. Let's move the Oscars then, I suppose. No, I don't want it to long range cap. Oh, whoops. Wait, was I pressing the wrong button? Yeah, I was. Whoops. Ah, there we go. Right. Now, these guys, therefore, can kind of hang around here. And, you know, provide a little bit of cover in case anybody tries to, you know, Invictus tries to fly over. Miri is going to be protected. Brunei. Ah, we can try and capture Brunei here. Again, give us a little bit of a bonus. We definitely want to keep the deliberate attack. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna go shock attack to try and fucking get rid of that unit at Tarakan. Now, the other place that I want us to kind of deal with, and deal with rather quickly, is we are planning to move towards Lunga, which obviously is super important for our plans. We also need this to be built as well. We need to get an airfield on the Shortland Islands, so we can recon Lunga as well. But something else that I need us to kind of deal with is Buna. I need us to capture this, because capturing Buna is super significant for us, as it will allow us then to kind of just try to turn Port Moresby into a place that Invictus doesn't want to have any units on. You know, we don't want him really to want to use Buna at all. Sorry, Port Moresby at all. We kind of want to make it as difficult as we can for him. So what we're going to do is we've got a couple of Naval Guard units and stuff here that we're going to move to the kind of ports and things nearby. So that what we can do is we can load them and we can just kind of capture these little bases here. In regards to where our stuff is, where is our stuff? We got Rabul there. What we got coming here? Construction regiments, that's fine. Here we've got the 11th Air Fleet, 21st Air Flotilla, and a load of Nells as well, so that's going to be good for us. Did we set up search patterns properly? Yes, last time. Not really. They're kind of searching, you know, not necessarily where I want them to. Okay. So, There's a load of them at Cavane, but they can't move at the moment, which is rather frustrating. Okay, put that back into combat mode so we can build that up. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, because what I need to look for is where do we have more naval units? There is some here. There is also the 66th Naval Guard unit. You know, again, unit organization. They're kind of all over the place at the moment. So again, would be useful maybe to try and connect these guys up. What else can we look for? We've got a few units in what you call it? Saipan. Now, they could be useful to try and take Una as well. Now, something maybe we want to do is take something like Leh, which already has port and air capacity. And then that will allow us just to kind of keep an eye on, you know, Buna. We don't actually have any Recon aircraft over here, although we should have some nearby. Yeah, we do. We have some Babs here. So, transfer to base. Should be able to transfer to Rabul. Yes, they can. Amazing. So, let us just, for the time being, send these guys on Recon. Rest half of you. And then the rest of you can go on to Recon. Just sweep over Buna for the time being. Just to see if there's anything there. Because if there's nothing there, then we'll land there immediately. If there is, then we'll, you know, obviously not, and we'll be good. What have we got in here? We've got a few AKs. So, Form UTF, Amphibious. They can carry a few troops, not lots. But load troops. The ones I want them to take, they can't. Yes. They can take 2 independent SNLF companies. Set destination. Let's set them to Leh anyway. And then we can kind of change them if we need to at like the last minute, basically. Right. What else do we want to do? We should have like a load of... Yeah, we've got a few Naval Guard units over here. So again, something that we want to move. We also have the 53rd Division. Do we have the stuff now to move the 53rd Division? Transport. Maybe, but did we do this last time? Verify load, get more ships. Add ships TF. Yeah, no, that's definitely not going to be enough. Back. Oh. Not quite there yet. Rather frustratingly. So where are our AKTs? I'm hoping we've got some on the way. I know we do, but I'm just trying to make sure we know where they are. So that's an AKE, that's fine, that's for ammo. We know about that. Okay. So, type. This is the thing, I lose these ships far too quickly. Should really make notes on where I keep them. But I don't, because I'm an idiot. Okay, let us go into active ships. Let's go into AK. Let us go into type. These don't... The AKT's kind of everywhere. Okay, Saigon. Maybe we can do this. That's not the ones I'm after. Okay. Search by capacity, then we're going to know where most of them are anyway. TF-41. Okay. One of them was there. One of them was where we needed it to be. You know what? I swear we made a lot more of these. This is why I'm like, where are they? Clearly I did not do this enough. I'm checking where these TF-97s and stuff are. Also might get. Okay, there is a couple here at Osaka. I don't know if that's going to be enough though. Ooh, we can move them. Just need a little bit more. Okay, let's go back. Let's not load that just yet. Go back. Transfer ships to and from TF. Right, let us not take the AKLs. And let us go back to troop. 1, 2 should be more than enough. But what we'll do, just be safe, we'll take a couple more. Okay. Load troops, 53rd Division. Amazing. Okay. Set flow. Set destination. And I want these to... The quickest place to get them off would be Bangkok and then move them via rail. So that's where we're going to send them. Okay, so that's on the move. And then again, I think most other things are doing what they need to do. How are we doing over here? Is the 38th Division completely off yet? No. Hell. I'm going to move it. It's going to move because it needs to. Most of it is off. It just needs a few extra little bits, but that's fine. So, set for Clarkfield. So we set all to this op mode. Set all to 5. Bring our 24, you know, sending me at howitzers, as well as all of our artillery as well, up to try and balance this out a little bit. Now we did try our, last time, it didn't quite work, our bombardment, so we'll kind of just let it do what it needs to do at the moment. Things are moving where they need to be over here. This is, it is unloading supplies at Kuching. Okay, I mean, fair enough, I guess. Maybe being a little bit excessive, but fine. Now then, what we could do is we could set this to amphibious, but we need something to support. And we could attempt to attack, like Massacre and stuff, southern Salib Islands, just to try and push a little bit more there. But I'm going to leave that just for a day or so. How are we doing over here? Fine. Again, I just need to get these troops moved, which I should have, hopefully, stuff coming to do. Let's go to here. At home port. And then mission type, amphibious. And then let's just see if they can load up these guys. and we can send them immediately where we need to, which, to be honest, is probably going to be longer to get the Solomon Islands under control. And in that, obviously, hopefully we'll put a little bit of pressure on Invictus. Because that is the main thing. We're trying to put pressure onto him as much as we can. How are these doing in regards to their march to... what you call it? Not far off. We will wait until they're there. Okay, let's just quickly check China, see if there's any more combat happening. Nope, nothing yet. That's fine. Okay, cool. Oh, before we forget, let's make sure those Oscars are not doing sweeps. Like these ones here. Look at that. Rather you do escort. And then that way they can just find what they need to find. Need some pilots here. Okie doke. Quick check of our industry. Particularly our air industry. See how things are getting on. Should be producing lots of aircraft. We've got loads of Nels. How are we doing on Bettys? Yeah, we're getting Bettys as well, which is good. Now, one thing I might want to change is we're making Glens, but I would rather us make Jakes than Glens. But I might get these two shift over to something else, actually. Now, what are we doing in regards to... how is our R&D going? I think it's going slowly. One of the things I still don't quite get, despite looking up and reading the manual several times... the Helen is getting there, but yeah, everything else is kind of not quite working. Never mind. Now, let me just double check. Aircraft, Japanese aircraft. Let's go to types. So, we want float planes. So, the Glen has a range of 3 hexes, which is pretty fucking shite. However, the Jakes have 8 hexes. These are going to be much better for us in regards to, spotting things. Now, we are also doing the roofs, which are basically zeros with float planes. Not as long as the Jakes, but still pretty kind of good and useful. They're a little bit more combat focused, so we can use them on things like, our seaplane tenders as kind of extra, support if we need it for any kind of operations. Jakes and things are going to be used, I think, primarily on our main kind of battle fleets. Because they have that long range, it saves us from using and wasting, arguably, our more important ships, such as, more important aircraft, particularly in, say, things like our aircraft carrier battle fleets, like our Vals and our Kates, who we're going to want to use for actual raiding and actual flight missions rather than So what I'm hoping is if we look on here, for example, and we'll have a look at the Vals, they're doing they're mostly on naval attacks, they're doing a little bit of search. Just check the planes, they're okay on fatigue. But I think what we should be having is if we go to our battleships, these have got Peats, rather unfortunately. We could upgrade them to Glens. Will they upgrade now? Oh wait, no, sorry, Jakes. Will they upgrade now? Turn on. Yes. Wait, no upgrade possible. They need interbase. Duh. So yeah, these guys are the things that want to be searching more. And we want to set that for all float planes. These are primary search things. So that, again, what we can do is we can hopefully find what we're dealing with. So we have got some Jakes here as well. So we can see, we've got plenty of aircraft, and hopefully they can search. Now, what we should really do, and actually, let's quickly do it just to be, safe so we never forget. Set on map. So, 1, 2. Okay. So arcs set on map. 1, 2. Let's just check they're not. Yeah, they're not covering people too much. Set on map. This should be 30. Nope. 30. Yep. Okay. And then again. So what we're doing with this is it should allow us, oh god, these are old. Set on map. Okay, there's a bit of a blind spot, unfortunately, just here. But hopefully what that will kind of do is, because we've got them searching, and we'll try and maybe see if we can add a little bit more to that, then they should constantly just be looking around them, you know, basically sending off escort, you know, search planes constantly. Now what we'll do, because we're not really too worried about over here, we should be fine. We'll keep an eye on that. Now the other thing as well is these guys are kind of searching, you know, relatively far. Now, if I remember rightly, so if we click on control, I just want to, yeah. Blue is morning, green is afternoon. So they're kind of searching out here towards, you know, Ocean Island and things like that. Again, not really a problem, but if we click on Jailut, we can see that, oh, actually, not covering each other just yet, so that's good. These guys are kind of covering down here towards Baker. Now they've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's fine. Again, I'm not always 100% sure exactly if I'm doing it right in regards to this. These need much better. Set on map. Right, so they're going to go kind of there, but actually, maybe what we want to do is set on map and go here to here. I'm going to do a bit. So again, these guys are looking out towards there. We want to make sure we get something over to Wake Island as well to kind of keep an eye out. Do we have any more like good scout planes? Where are all our naval what you call it? Our Mavises, because they're what we want. Oh wait, no, hold on. Land-based aircraft. Although they're technically not, but I'm not going to argue with the game. There's a static one there. There's one in Coach Byron which we need to move, really. Where's Melo at? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so are we due any more? Because I want as many as I can. Group reinforcement schedule. Patrol aircraft. 2 Emily's in 29 days, and then we get some more Mavises. I'm getting a lot, so we need to use these kind of well. I think as well what we need to do is use our little planes as well, which is why I am so, you know, why it's so significant to me to maybe be using things like Glenn's to make sure that we're getting plenty of, you know, sight, basically. Not Glenn's, Jake's. I keep calling them Glenn's, but they're not, they're Jake's. So yeah, to make sure we get plenty of sight. So what we'll do is just thinking here about, yeah. So for example, these Jakes here. Bum bum bum. Transfer to base. Select on map. I want them to fly to Wake. Can they make it? It's 46. Can they fuck? They can fly to... Ooh, they can't even fly to truck. Oof. They can't use drop tanks. Okay, fine. Select on map. Let them fly to... Satawal for the day. 2 got damaged. Piss. And then they can fly from there to truck, and then they can move up to Wake. Although, I'm wondering, can we give these? No. Ah, that's really annoying because they're float planes, not patrol squadrons. Okay. Like, and these Mavises, again, because they're transports, they won't change to something else. And we can't even use them for search either, which really sucks, because they'd be great for searching. Can we go to these guys? Is there any way we can take these from static? Nope. Can we fuck? Bollocks. Bollocks, 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 bollocks. I was hoping we could get those out of static. We can't. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's what we got to deal with. Unfortunately, what we've got to deal with, like, there's Mavises there. I want them out of there. I don't want them. I don't want them on Japan. I want them elsewhere. See, you can tell that this is my way of playing this game. You know, I'm very probably over cautious, but I like to be extremely cautious if I can be. You know, I don't want to do something stupid and end up losing half my fleet because I didn't check something out, or not being aware of, you know, what Invictus is doing because, again, I didn't bother to check something properly, etc. So yeah, it's probably my big, you know, nightmare, but it is something that matters a lot to me. Now, what we could use instead for some bases is we do have like Nels and Betty bombers hanging around, so we could use those as well to search. The Yokohama Mavis is here. I think they're fine where they are. So we do have all of this area of ocean covered, really, to the Gilbert Islands. So we should be able to see anything that comes along. I think we want to kind of fill this little gap up, and then when we've got longer, fill this gap up. And then basically that means that if we can then get some aircraft even just to Wake, you know, then we can just keep an eye on everything that, you know, is available. And, you know, it makes it very difficult for Invictus to be able to fly anything without us noticing, but doesn't necessarily, or, you know, sail anything without us noticing. But again, that's easier said than done for the time being. Now, what we could do, actually no, it's fine. Our naval support or aviation support, we need a bit more on this base, but we have got a load of stuff offloading. Still have got some base things, a base force offloading, which has only got motorized support. Oh well, never mind. Let's just make sure everything is not in strat mode, and then we'll finish it up here. Yeah, they're all either resting or in reserve, so that's fine. Okay, so we'll leave it here for today. Fingers crossed to see how this goes. But thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. As per usual, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It does actually help. Even if you think it doesn't, it does help. It helps massively. So yeah, please do. And I will be forever grateful. Come join us on Discord as well. There's a link down below. If it doesn't work, then send me a message and I will make sure that it does. But yes, until next time, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.